We all experience existential crises at certain points in our lives. Separation, the loss of a friend, growing up. I think we can all agree that these events are things that can deeply hurt us. But we conceptualize these troubles in very different ways. And that is what makes The Ooze by King Krule such an interesting album. There are many different themes being discussed on here, but essentially he boils his troubles down into three tangible characters: the diver, the space cadet, and the bloodsucker. What these three characters have in common is that they explore alien territories. They all find themselves in unsafe, isolated places that can kill you if you're not careful. Archy Marshall, aka King Krule, uses these characters as vessels to pour out his ups and downs, his happiness and his fears. And he's doing this in both a figurative and literal manner. We get a good example of this during the fourth track, which is called Slush Puppy.
So you come over and I'm down under, I'm down under.
At this point, Archie is deeply depressed. He feels so low that it feels like he's underwater, like a diver. His depression seems to be connected with a dysfunctional love relationship, and we get to hear more about this later on the album. The next track is called Bermondsey Bosom, and this is another point towards these characters. A woman is reading a poem in Spanish, and these lines stand out.
Un nuevo lugar en el que ahogarse a 6 pies bajo la luna. Se levantó un chupasangre.
A new place to drown sounds very far away from any diver's ritual, but it's actually the name of King Krule's first LP. And same with the second line, 6 Feet Beneath the Moon, that's the name of his second album. Maybe The Ooze is the final album, the final piece, so to speak, of a much bigger concept? Who knows? Nonetheless, on track number 9, Cadet Limbo, he uses the concept of space and planets to emphasize the lusts, happiness, and love that he feels when together with a girl.
Spend most of my time orbiting your ways and had it really been this long.
This deep-seated fascination with the female quickly transforms on the 11th track, Czech One. Archie, according to this girl, drowned. He was obsessed with her to the point where she had had enough, and Archie resided into this deep blue world once again.
I said, you know where I'm coming from, and she looked me in the eye. Lover boy, you drown too quick, you're fading outside.
What I noticed about this song is that the poem that we stumbled upon earlier from Bermondsey Bosom is repeated once again. But this time, instead of Spanish, it's read in English. The switch over to Archie's mother tongue might be a symbol of how he is developing. He can finally, quote-unquote, read and understand his existential crises. So he fully embraces being isolated, anxious, and in love during the next song, which is called Half Man, Half Shark. Archie is not just a diver anymore. He is merging with his environment, slowly becoming a shark. He's becoming a man who's not afraid of getting what he wants.
You were so fine in the moonlight, had a line with your eyes on my side.
Although Archie is coming to grips with his life and his love relationships, he's still on a long and riveting journey, depicted in the 16th track, The Cadet Leaps. His search for distant forms of life can be simply translated into his search for future love relationships. It's a daunting task. I think every man can agree on that.
The space cadet walks through the sky, lost in the search for distant forms of life.
In this song, we once again see the return of this poem that is repeated for the last time. And this time it's altered. It's quite different from the previous two times. There's one alteration that left a mark on me. Instead of saying, "He arose a bloodsucker," the narrator says, "The bloodsucker has grown." A bloodsucker is a parasite. It's something we associate with something ugly and worthless. It's a good thing to hear that this bloodsucker, Archy's alter ego, has grown, but it's still a dark and morbid character. So personally, I don't know what to make of this character development. For me, this album is an invitation into a very confusing world. I never seem to actually get a conclusion of what Archy is trying to say here. It is an album filled with heartache, depression, and dark fantasies. And although Archy's lyricism can be quite abstract, it still paints the picture of this vivid and fascinating world by always referring to this trilogy of characters: the diver, the space cadet, and the bloodsucker. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like to see more of these video essays, then let me know in the comments below. Or if you want me to make more reviews, or if you want me to make documentaries, as I do sometimes, then also let me know whatever you like the most in the comments below, okay? Thank you again for watching. If you'd like to share, explore, and learn more about rock music, then I highly suggest you click the red subscribe button below. Also, make sure you hit that bell icon beside the subscribe button, because in that way, you'll always get notified when I upload new videos to this beautiful place right here. And that's it. Thank you. Bye.